Hey guys, this is Noah and John here from the Toy Factory, giving you a little behind the scenes card shop insider action. We are going to unbox this week's shipment to John. Everything here was shipped to Southern Hobby this week. Is that what you got?
Yep.
So we've got Southern Hobby distribution shipment for John's store here, and we're going to crack it open. He won't tell me what's in the boxes, so it's all going to be a surprise for me.
No, it is, and I'll explain it as we go along. There's some more stuff that was supposed to come in today. However, that won't be into tomorrow. But I mean, it's no great shakes, but we're still looking at about $4,000 worth of product here.
All right, so John's.
Do I trust you with a knife?
John never trusts me with a knife.
No, because I can't see either.
He says he can't see today, so we're going to let him use the sharp object and see what happens.
Let's see. Where is it?
That's this one. John uses his patented technique of using the back of the knife.
Let's see if this is a good box or the one that I want to put aside.
This is the heavy one.
Well, it doesn't matter.
All right, we got lots of dunnage paper. You want me to wait on this? Is this the exciting one? It looks exciting.
Yeah, I mean, you could start with that.
I mean, John seems to have made a little bit of a payoff here.
I hit the mother load.
Yeah, he did. We have got Pokemon things. These are, John.
Yes, I know what they are.
John has got Pokemon tins. Those are pretty nifty.
How about that, Luke? Huh?
We got to get those in front of
Am I allowed to say his name?
Yeah, that's
I just
fine.
can't show his face?
Yeah, we just can't show his face. We have an in-studio visitor today. We have Paldean Fates booster bundles. We have a Paldea Evolved booster box. Oh, we were going to talk about that on our behind the scenes, get John's thoughts on the Southeastern Asian market Pokemon stores, the Pokemon centers. They've introduced a new policy that they don't sell sealed boxes anymore.
Right.
If you buy the whole box, they open the seal before they let you leave the store with it.
Oh, wow.
All right, John, this one's sealed. Are you going to open this up and tell us what's inside? We'll slide
Sure enough.
some of this stuff in
Why
front
don't you
of
get the other one out, too? There's two of them. You can just get rid of that big old box.
Oh, boy. These are like bricks.
Yes, they are.
Oh. John's testing my weightlifting skills. While John cuts those open, let's throw onto the small camera. We got Pokemon TCG tins over here. Kind of slide the box open, John, and show off the tins. Oops, I did it anyway. We got Pokemon tins. There you go. A little Pikachu action. Says we got 2 Pokemon booster packs, 1 metallic coin, and Pokemon art from the from the mini tin. There you go. What else did we get for the small camera? We have a Paldean Evolved booster box and the Paldean Fates booster bundles.
You know, those things are selling as a display for about $650 to $700.
Sweet. So
These are all part of a bundle that they offered.
Really?
Yeah, now.
Ooh, what kind of bundle is this? These look like booster boxes,
They're all
John.
booster boxes.
Dude, we could start Pokemon League with all this stuff. Look at this. What do we have? This is a Twilight Masquerade.
That's a whole case of 6 of those.
6 Twilight Masquerade booster boxes for our friends checking out the small camera. That's pretty nifty. Is that different?
It's different.
Uh-oh. Is this what I think it is?
Do you want me to? Hold on. You hold your water.
Okay, I'm holding my water. Tell me more.
Again, part of the bundle. The bundle you had to buy in order to take advantage of the bundle, and you were only able to get one bundle.
Okay.
You had to buy at least $800 worth of other stock.
Okay.
So, I mean, that was a no-brainer. I got some of the other stock in here.
Yeah.
And I've got some other stuff coming in. But this is...
Are these the prismatic booster bundles?
No, I wasn't that lucky.
That would have been fun. What'd you get? What'd you get, John? What'd you get, John?
I will show it to you.
John's going to show me.
What was the hottest thing before Christmas?
Surging Sparks booster boxes.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. You got a whole case of those?
6 of those. So
man.
I got 12 booster boxes.
Printing money is what they call this in the industry. Those are Pokemon booster boxes.
Yeah.
That's a nice refresh to the Pokemon stock
Yes, it
you've
is.
got, John.
And I was very fortunate to get it. When I did contact my sales rep after we sent out the email, I was probably 15th on the list that they had to put it together. So I'm fortunate that I got it.
Yeah.
And that's the most
I
important
mean,
thing.
one of the advantages of this not being your side hustle is that you have the opportunity to respond quickly to emails like that from the.
Well, he texted me.
Well, you always we know that you get taken care of. This is also the advantage of having longevity in your account. You've been working with Southern Hobby for 20 years.
Yeah, my sales rep for more than 10.
Yeah.
Maybe 12 to 15.
All right.
This isn't as good stuff.
This is less exciting for John, apparently.
This is the fill-in stock that I had to get.
So this is the rest of your collector's boosters from Aether Joe?
No, it's got some good stuff in there.
Those aren't bad. Nobody said collector boosters from Aether Drift were bad. All right, we got dunnage paper. John has given a lecture previously on dunnage paper. If you would like to go watch that video, you can.
There is a lot of,
We got sleeves.
there's a lot of sleeves
What
in
are
there.
these? These are like baby sleeves.
Those are the Yu-Gi-Oh size, the Japanese size.
Look, it's cute Yu-Gi-Oh products. We don't make fun of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Your father's silly there, Luke.
All right, we got a box of something.
That is, I had to get a case of the new Lorcana because I was running out. Lorcana's been doing well, so I was able to fill it in.
John says positive things about Lorcana this week. That's going to be the headline on this video. John says positive things about Lorcana. We got, here, why don't I slide over here, John? Pass me a couple of things to put on camera. We got Yu-Gi-Oh size sleeves for all of you that love Yu-Gi-Oh size sleeves.
Those are different.
Are these grown-up size sleeves?
Those are grown-ups, yeah.
Oh,
Those are
okay.
full size. But there's mixed.
Oh, it's a mixed set.
Mixed
We got grown-up sleeves. For
It's
people,
probably a mixed bit.
people. I won't say people that play real card games, but people that play full-size
No,
card
don't
games.
get anybody upset, Noah.
Why? They're trying to get us upset about the basketball on the internet. That's all they're doing.
Well, because they gave Carolina that into the NCAA. I don't blame them.
Remember to tune in later for John and my Basketball After Dark podcast where we talk sports and card games.
We're not even going to discuss it.
We can't
There's no
discuss
sense.
it because
There's no sense in discussing
we
it.
can't discuss it.
It
because
is
John
what it
says
is.
It's not a
done
fair,
what it's done.
It's not a fair argument. That's what John said to me earlier.
Yep. All right. This is probably a mixed bit, too.
That's his mixed card.
Here, Luke, catch.
That was the camera.
Did it move much?
Yeah, well, it didn't change the angle.
All right.
All right, we got a mixed box there. Ooh, eucalyptus. There's a little fun eucalyptus action for our Japanese-sized card.
This is probably more. Let me see. Ooh. Yes.
Ooh, is that what I think it is?
What? This?
Card? Oh, that's the starter decks.
These are more starter decks.
Nice. These are Jump to Light Speed starter decks
These
featuring
are
the Boba Fett and the Han Solo. Whoa, we're going the wrong way. There we go.
These are the league
Weekly play kit. There's some pretty
play.
cool stuff in that.
I had to get a box of this because this wasn't cheap. It kind of filled out that order. that I
Ooh,
needed.
nice. An MH3 box. John is showing off the cool stuff today, guys. This is why you run a card store. I'm just
And
saying.
one.
Ooh.
One.
Ooh, look at that. There's
One prismatic.
What is that, $50 right there?
I don't know. I haven't even looked it up.
One Prismatic Evolutions booster. What do they call these? Booster hangers? What is?
I don't know.
I don't even know. You'd act like you think we would know because we were like
It's
opening
on
stuff
the
in
invoice,
card store.
but who reads the invoice? I just checked the total
Blister.
number.
It's a blister pack, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's a Prismatic Evolutions blister pack.
Now, you said something just a couple seconds ago about what didn't come in that you were hoping for Star Wars.
Carbonites. Did you get another one?
4.
Oh,
They're coming in.
Okay,
They should have been in today.
price on that stuff?
That's all right. It'll sell.
Well, what I think will happen, and we can talk about this again in a future episode of the podcast, maybe to review kind of how that premium product has worked. But the the prices on it are going way down because the supply went way up, right? Like last weekend was the first weekend that the normal public could put their own listings on TCG, and everything like quintupled in listings. There were 7 or 8 listings for some of the premier cards before last weekend. Now there's 50 or 60 for some of those.
That's typical.
But because the carbonite boosters are limited production, I think we'll find out like fairly quickly what the size of the card population is. And then pricing can really settle into what's more reasonable. But
I mean, it doesn't matter because I can hold a couple of them. It really
well,
doesn't matter to me.
I think the sealed product is going to hold the value the best. I think cracking one of those boxes for value is not a wise decision,
I'm not gonna do that.
particularly early in the product's existence. It's different now with, we talked about collector's boosters for Magic a minute ago. That's a different story. Like cracking a collector's booster box, that Magic cards are going to sell. Kind of where the prices are going to stabilize. But with with Star Wars Unlimited, where this is their first premier product that they've put out, and you don't really know like how much it's going to sell for over time, I think the sealed product is the way to keep the value in that.
These, like I said, these are the Lorcana. And I have no more Lorcana, just whatever I got up on the shelf. There's only a couple of loose packs.
Last thing you popped open here, Lorcana. There's still a lot of value in these boxes, I think. Some of the regular cards are holding value well in that set, and then there's obviously the enchanted cards. There's a Belle Enchanted, and she's one of the premier princesses of the Disney universe, so I think that holds some of the value. There's also one of the playable cards. Tamatoa has an enchanted card in the set.
Somebody wants that enchanted if I can get one for them.
Yeah?
That's expensive though, isn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty expensive yesterday when I was looking at them. I would put it probably around the $200 spot. Let's see what it says on the handy dandy app.
All right, now I made a mistake the other day
Uh-oh.
because when my sales rep texted me, I was at the doctor's office about the carbonite, and I said just send 4. That's what he was willing to send me. However, he did say we can ship you some of the regular boosters. Not being at the store, I really didn't know it was on the shelf.
Yeah.
However, they're sold out now.
Really?
Yeah, they're waiting on a restock, and I don't know. I just texted him. I said, send me a case put me on back order for a case. So
$365 for that Tamatoa right now. Really? Yeah, and the regular non-foil is $70 or $60.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, there's some value there. I mean,
well, I'm excited about this Pokemon.
This is pretty cool. I mean, the Pokemon stuff is awesome. I think I was doing some research for our Patreon discussion of the news earlier, and one of the thoughts that I had from reading some of the recent news articles is just how important it is to get your base of Magic and Pokemon for a TCG shop, because they're the longevity products. They've proven over 20, 30 years that they continue to sell. And with the stock for Pokemon being low recently, it really re-emphasizes the need for a LGS like yours to get this stuff in stock and to sell it for profit.
From what I understand, I'm the only store within a 50-mile radius that has Pokemon in stock right now. I don't have a lot, not including what I just got.
Right.
I had some, Raging, what's it called? Surging Sparks bundles up there.
Yeah.
But I bought them on the secondary market, from a secondary market distributor, and they weren't cheap. And I've got them on the shelf. I pretty much sold everything out.
Yeah.
However, with this stuff coming in, I'm going to sell it at the regular price that I normally would sell packs for. And that's because of kids that are coming in that want to buy, their father wants to buy them a pack or two. But I'm going to keep some of these, and I'm probably going to put them on the internet and let it rip. Whatever it sells for, I'm going to sell it for.
Well, I mean, it's a very valid strategy to get your profits in some of the things, but also to keep your in-store customers happy and satiated. One of the things you don't do currently is you don't run an in-store Pokemon Play League at all. No. You sell, but you don't run Pokemon.
We tried it. I mean, we used to
a long time ago.
We used to have a pretty substantial number of people to play. But Pokemon International screwed things up. Yeah. And with their application process, they vetted me and all this other stuff, and I'd have to go through it again because they lost it. the heck with them. I'm just not going to do it anymore.
Yeah.
I can run an informal league, have people come in and just play. But my premise is I'm going to open up at least one box, put it
Mm-hmm.
at the regular, what it should be price to satisfy my customer base.
Yeah.
Now, I've already had customers over the last couple of days call and ask for quotes on prices. And I look at the caller ID and the people that I don't know. And one guy, I said, look, I'm not quoting prices on the phone anymore. Well, I live 40 miles away. I said, sorry. I said, oh, and I just put it out in the info blast today that don't bother
I saw
calling.
that.
Did you? Don't bother calling me because I'm not going to answer any prices about I'm not going to answer any questions about pricing.
Yeah.
It takes too much time. All you're doing is shopping me. And I know that I'm not stupid, so I'm not doing it. It just takes too much time and it's aggravating.
Yeah.
You agree?
No, I mean, I think that that's a fair policy. I think that in a smaller shop like this, you have to be able to choose what you do with your time. And I think that if you spend your time fielding phone calls from people that may or may never come into the store to tell them, like, scroll through your inventory and tell them how much your stuff is worth or what you're selling it for, that's a hard way to use your time. But if somebody comes in the store, they're standing at the counter and they say, hey, I want to know how much you're going to charge me if I wanted all of those, like, give them a price. Because if they pull out their credit card and pay it, then you just made money.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to sell it all to one person, the new
That's
stuff.
right. Yeah, you've talked about, are you still planning to implement your new policy where you don't sell the boxes as a box?
With the new stuff that comes out in 2 weeks on the 28th.
The Friends, what's it called? Super Friends?
I don't know.
It's on our news article.
Yeah, I think it's due out March 28th because I'm only getting 2 ETBs and I'm only getting 4 booster boxes. So I'm not going to sell full boxes. Now this, if somebody came in and said, hey, I want a box of this, yeah, Surging Sparks, whatever the market price is, because everybody comes in and says, well, TCG player has it for this. Well, TCG player is a hell of a lot more than I'm going to charge you.
John and TCG player have a fun relationship. So
it drives me crazy when they come in. And I've had people and they say, well, how much you want for it? I said, quote me. How much would you pay for it? They'll come up with a number. It's usually higher than what I was going to sell it to them to begin with.
that's why we don't go first.
If it's somebody that I like,
Yeah.
that's a regular customer in the store, I'll say no. I mean, I've dropped the price. Guy was $20 higher one time. I said, no, I can't sell you that. I want to make money, but I don't want to rip you off.
Right.
And that's how you retain customers. They got to feel honored, not honored. That's
respected.
Respected, right?
Respected would be a good word.
Yeah.
This
So was that a surprise for you?
This
today?
was a surprise. I did not expect new Pokemon to be in stock. What's that? What kind of packs did we get in this?
I don't know.
I have no idea. It says.
All I did was tell them to ship it.
What are these? I have to figure out what kind of tins these are. Pokemon tins. It's got Bulbasaur and Charmander on it.
It doesn't say what's in there.
It doesn't say. It just says Pokemon booster packs. Are they random?
It's probably stuff from from bygone eras.
Well, yeah, but everything is now interesting, right? We got the visual search. These tins are not on the internet.
Try eBay.
That's what we're going to switch over.
Was it Padilla Evolve or Fates or whatever it's called? Paldea Fates, I think they are.
You think they're Paldean Fates? Well, we could look. Where's the shipping? Did you not get a packing slip?
No, it might be on the box. Or I got an invoice that I print out. As soon as they send it out, I get the invoice.
Do you think it's Paldean?
Well, it says it right on it, doesn't it?
No.
Oh, come on. Now.
Find it on there. Here you go. John and I, with our extensive Pokemon experience here.
It doesn't say.
And it's got Pikachu on the outside of it. That's got to make it worth like something cool, right?
I think it's.
Oh, is this it? What does it look like? Let me see that one. It's got a Magnemite on it. Kanto Friends Mini Tin. There it is. Miscellaneous cards. Each mini tin comes with 2 Pokemon boosters and a card showing off the art from the mini tin. Collect all 5.
All right, so there's 5 different. Yeah, there's 5 on each side that are different.
Oh, okay.
That's what that is.
Cool. So they've got Kanto Pokemon in them.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's 5 on each side.
That Charmander one's $25 right now for just the 10.
That's this one. Is that this one?
Yeah.
Just for the tin?
Like, well, for the sealed 10.
Wow.
Like one at a time.
Cool.
Let me see what the last sold listing was. There's 3 listings on.
Maybe I'll be able to pay for my cataract surgery now. Huh? How about that?
Somebody's last sale was 5 of them for $15 a piece. No, one sold yesterday for $18, and it says market price right now is $25. The lowest listed price on TCG Player is $25 each.
Well, that has everything here
Yeah.
that came in Pokemon wise has double the value.
Oh yeah.
Easily.
Oh, it's Pokemon. Well, that's awesome. So that's your lesson on stocking up the store today, guys.
Well, I was very fortunate to get this because I thought Pokemon was non-existent.
Oh yeah.
Now, I found out something else with the distributor. For instance, Southern Hobby has 5 different locations.
Okay.
They cannot ship anything like the Carbonite
Yeah.
from one location to another customer for 2 weeks. That make any sense?
Yeah. So they can't ship, like the Vegas warehouse can't ship to you.
Right, for 2 weeks.
For 2
Because they want to
weeks.
give their customers in Vegas.
But then once they've gotten past the 2-week embargo, they can ship it anywhere they want.
Supposedly.
So
yeah.
we get ours out of Tennessee normally. Is that right?
It comes out of Nashville and St. Louis.
Okay.
St. Louis is the hub
the
where
big one?
all the supplies come out of.
Okay.
However, that was my home warehouse, and they still ship out things that they don't have in Nashville. So I get shipped out of both locations
Okay.
when I'm lucky. But I was just fortunate that I was able to get this stuff, and then my sales rep took care of me.
Well, that's how it is. Make friends with your sales rep, people. There's a shiny Pokemon on the side of this thing. What's that giant whale thing that eats the shrimp Pokemon? No, the other one from the new one. Scarlet and Violet. Dondozo? There you
See,
go.
you don't know it all. You said you knew everything before. Is that what you said? What are you going like this for?
All right, our secret special guest that keeps us free and clear of the American law enforcement is over there. All right.
Is that enough for?
I think that's all we got for the YouTube post today.
Yeah.
Should we take a pause on it and talk about? Well, we got to say thank you to our patrons.
Okay.
So, John, tell them about our Patreon.
What do you want me to tell you about?
Tell them what they get if they support us on Patreon.
They get behind the scenes video, me unleashed and rambling.
Yeah.
I've been good lately. I have been good.
John's always good. Don't let him fool you. Let's see.
I really appreciate our Patreons because they've supported us right from the beginning. And we're going to use the funds next month. The annual renewal fee is due for the Riverside FM, and that's almost $300. So, it works well for us. It allows us to have remote capabilities. For instance, at Christmas time, Noah was on vacation with his family up in Wisconsin. He was able to log in and did remote from there while I was here. So it has a lot of advantages to it, and it's simple to use.
Yeah, the Riverside.
Yeah.
Well, let's say a special thank you to our patrons. We've got Ben Grant, Brandon, Logan, Drayden, Jake, Brian, and Michael. You guys are fantastic. If you'd like to sign up for more information and behind-the-scenes videos, John and I have moved several parts of our traditional podcast episodes to the Patreon-only section of our lives. That includes John's 3 E's, where he talks about educational, enlightening, and entertaining things from around the world, as well as our review of TCG news, which we will do in just a moment on our Patreon-only video. So if you're interested in that, join us on Patreon. Otherwise, like and subscribe this video, and we'll catch you next time.
Do we have any comments?
No, not today.
Not today.
No.
How many subscribers we have now?
83.
Okay, that's good. We're getting there.
All right, team. Till next time, adios.